folks, Jeff here again. It is December 12th, 6:42 a.m. Getting ready to go back in here, waiting for it to get a little bit light. I want to go back in this yellow piece here along the right hand side and then skirt the back side of it down over that bench down to that black the black icon below the orange icon. It's kind of where I want to hit. The wind's not perfect for this sit, but I think it might work out the way that bench is back here, but I'm pretty sure that's bedding back in there. Never been all the way down in there, but we're starting to run out of time here, folks. It doesn't matter. I don't need to kill a buck. I would like to harvest a big mature buck. The law of averages says, you know, if I keep going and going and going and going, at some point I'm going to get lucky and a buck's going to step out, the one that I'm looking for, one like I'm looking for. I mean, I've shot a bunch of 115, 120 inch bucks here in Pennsylvania, but I'm truly after something a little bit bigger. I mean, everybody wants a 160s, but they're hard to find in Pennsylvania. But they do shoot them. People do shoot them. People do get lucky. Mostly the hunters that just only get lucky because they don't have a ton of knowledge in the whitetail woods. Now, myself, I study these deer year round. I probably put in 1,000 hours a year devoted strictly to whitetails. Between scouting and shed hunting and learning new properties and walking miles and miles and miles and running cameras and checking cameras and driving around with my telephoto lens camera, taking pictures from the road. Just, I'm always doing something deer. That doesn't mean that I deserve to shoot a big buck, but it means that I have the knowledge and the ability to shoot a big buck. Why it hasn't happened yet, I'm not sure, but enough ranting. Let's pack up. It's going to be light here in another 15 minutes. So let's get back in here, see if we can't find something. It's pretty breezy up here on the top. That's why I want to get back in there on the bottom. There is some food sources in here. There's a small food plot over here, and a lot of acorns and beech nuts. So we're going to focus on food. Woody browse. See you in there. spotted me. Damn it. wasn't a buck. I only saw the one deer. Couple coyote tracks right here. It's like 2 sets coming down through here. Or else 1 set and a deer track. It's hard to tell, the snow is really light. Now those are coyotes. Pretty big feet too. Maybe we'll see one of them to shoot. They must have came through right before them, or before I got here. And those deer come through. I thought for sure. Nice buck when it came through with all that group of deer. There was something that cut back to the left. It was a deer. I couldn't tell what it was, but then 2 more doe come through back from that area. And a buck. Yeah, I bet you that deer down here bedded off this bench. That was the top back there. And this kind of rolls down and then draws back. It's noticeably different right here already. I know there's a big buck in here. Unless he gets shot. All these tops and blowdowns here provide some pretty good cover. Out of the wind. I think that's what I need to find. A place to get out of the wind. med back. Somebody's in trouble. I'll probably run into him. Yeah, right there. It's a buck. I can't tell how big. I could kill him right now, though. He's busted up. One side's busted off. Would have been an 8-point, though. Nice buck, though. He's gonna come right to me. So I'm gonna put the gun down. I don't see where he went. I was getting the camera out, and he was coming right to me. And maybe he lay back down, because I'm not seeing him. Chest. God. I just saw him. Alright guys, so here I had a half rack 8-point and a pretty decent 8-point that came through. They came from, I believe my west, from the right, and they came through. And I could have shot both of them. They're just not the bucks I was after. Some bigger ones show up here in a minute. I'm so freaking old. first one was a broken off half rack. The second one was a nice 8-point. And I was sitting there, and it appeared to me it was those two 8-points. One was a little nicer than the other. And then, so I really didn't spend too much time looking at it through the scope. And then I decided to, because I thought something looked a little different. And I got to look at this buck, and he was a shooter. Real tall brow tines, good mass.
Okay, so guys, the buck that I ended up seeing in here, there was an 8-point and a big 10-point. We ended up killing this buck 3 days later, 4 days later on the last day of gun season. And I'll show you guys some pictures of this buck. He dressed out at 163 pounds on the last day of PA gun season. My buddy Chris and I, we lost blood early searching for this buck, and we decided to do a little push. I did a little push to him, and he just happened to stumble upon blood, and we ended up tracking this buck down side by side. We both shot at the buck and finished him off, and we got a hold of Landon, and he was so ecstatic to put his tag on this amazing whitetail.
Another buck came through, and they're all together. And I'd get the beat on one, and it would be one of the smaller bucks. And then the two big bucks looked like they were like right side by side. And then a little buck stepped in, and I couldn't tell which one was which. I'm disgusted with myself. That one is a really nice buck. There's 2 shooters in there. 2 shooters out of 5 bucks. Camera equipment was acting stupid. I'm just so freaking cold. But I'm hoping these bucks have been here, walked away, and then I saw some deer up top running. I think it's and that's when those other bucks came in. Maybe there's a hot doe in here. That's the only thing I can think. 5 freaking bucks. And that's not to mention the 2 bucks I saw this morning. One was like a 6-point, and the rest of them were 8s and 10s. Just crazy. I don't know what's going on. Alright, I gotta get warm. I've been sitting here, standing here, whatever, for a couple hours. I haven't seen these bucks come back yet. But they were here. Then they walked away, and then they come back, and that's when the other 3 bucks came through. So the only thing I can think, there's a hot doe in here, and any place will be good in here. But there's something that they were feeding on up here. I'd like to go see what that is. But we're kind of at the top of this point here, and it rolls down over these benches. It gets real steep on the backside, so my thought is we sneak up through here, hopefully without spooking them, and crest that ridge over there. Maybe be able to see down in there just what a freaking amazing morning hunt. I wish I was standing by this tree. But I moved last minute, trying to get a better look at the one buck. And I moved myself right out of a good opportunity. That's a bobcat. Bobcat tracks. Come up on this log, walk down the log. I don't think coyotes would do that. Alright, just had them bucks again. About 100 yards. I could have shot the one, but I don't think it was the biggest one. I think the big one was the one that came through first, and by the time I got a bead on him, he'd already crossed the knoll. But he's a pretty good one. Wish he would have held still. But I'm gonna walk over here. They were still bedded. About 150 yards from me. I didn't see him bed, but we might be able to peek around this ridge and be able to get back on him. I'm putting this camera up because all it's doing is getting in my way. Well, folks, I gotta say, I think this was my absolute best day hunting the entire season. You see a bed right there. You see another bed down there. Just had, there's another bed down there, another bed over there. There was one bedded over here. I think it was 3 doe or 4 doe and 3 bucks. One really nice 8-point and a real nice 9-point. I almost shot one of those bucks, but I've seen 13 bucks today. And 2 of these guys. This guy came to me and I don't know. I decided I wanted to shoot a coyote. I was right up there. He come right up this trail chasing these deer right up to there. And I put the smack down on one of them. But yeah, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deer that were bedded like between here and right here. They all came up to me. Before probably 200 yards down the way here, there were 3 small bucks that came through about an hour ago. But I've been in here since daybreak and I'm getting freaking cold and hungry. But what an amazing hunt, guys. What an amazing hunt. I doubt there's going to be anything else down through here because of the coyotes. But I got a mile hike back out of here. I'm just not sure if I'm going to take the coyote or not, but I think it'd be pretty cool to have one mounted. And that is the first coyote that I've ever shot. And he's a pretty big male, I think. I hit him high, but he was only like 20 yards. Yeah, big male. So, very cool. I bet you, oh my God, I bet you that yoke weighs 50 pounds. All right, we're gonna drag him out of here. I'm out of shape. It's a hell of a trail though. Right here. Dragging this coyote out. It weighs about as much as a deer. He's a fat boy, for sure. Oh, what an amazing day. Just an amazing hunt.